first listen through, what was your favorite?
Yeah.
Opalite.
Yeah. I mean,
Opalite. It like makes my body like do this.
Yeah,
like I kind of like bob to it. Like this is just kind of the vibe of that song. It's fun.
Tremendous.
It's tremendous.
What after listening to the album a few more times, is there a song that maybe the first time you listened to it?
That's a great question.
And then now you're like, yeah.
I feel like Wish List has grown on me.
That's the one for me. That's the one for me. And really, I credit that with Kylie. That was her favorite, like right from the get-go, pretty much.
She's smarter than all of us.
Well, there's no question about that.
Not gonna lie,
it's really good. It's really well done. I don't want to get it. I know we're about to get into it in the episode.
We'll do a whole show about.
And Kylie listened to that first, and she was the one who kind of like told me to go back and listen to that one. And I listened to it while reading the lyrics because sometimes I need to do that. But I think the sentiment behind that song is fantastic. Yeah, and I think, it's very well done. It's clever. It talks about like what life really is about and like what relationships are really about. And I think it's just very well done. But I like all the songs. I like Honey. As you know, Kylie hates being called pet names. That song's fantastic to me because it flips because pet names can be very condescending, right? By nature, like people can for sure take it that way.
But when it's said by somebody, called the word buddy, like some guys just hate being called
don't call me buddy. I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy pal. But Honey's fantastic, and I think she hits the nail on the head of like why in a relationship it feels different when somebody calls you honey, when somebody that loves you, and I think that's well done. What do Kylie and the girls like? Is a question. I said Kylie, big fan of Wish List. She was the one who really turned, like she was like, no, you need to listen to that one again. That one's fucking really awesome. Completely agree. And that's Kylie's mentality too. She's not a materialistic person. She's never been. All she cares about, like whenever I ask her what she wants for Christmas or her birthday or whatever, she gives me fucking nothing. She's like, oh no, I don't want anything. I just want to spend time with you. It's like, I know you want something and I don't know what to get you. So just help me out. Help me out.
Just got to start throwing. You got to plan ahead, Jason. You just got to start throwing stuff out there.
I know. So I have done it a couple times.
Oh my gosh. Look at this foot massager.
I know. I don't listen. I've gotten better where I like buy things the moment.
Just watch. I don't need a fucking foot massager.
Yeah, no, she's not
just
into
lean
that,
into it. That's not her vibes.
Going down to the wire on Monday night, the rest of the week 5 in the NFL. We're also going to talk about what everybody has been waiting for, our official reviews of The Life of a Showgirl.
Nice.
Well, I don't know why people give a fuck what we think about it. But
yeah, I don't know why they would think
it's not like we're musical experts. We're a bunch of fucking idiots. So let's get into it right now with some new news.
I love it. First item of new news, though, we have incredible guest episode.
That's right.
Coming to you next Monday. We sat down with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's right. Talked to him about his new movie, The Smashing Machine, WWE's Attitude Era, his football career at the U, and how he became one of the most famous people on the planet.
That's right.
Again, the episode will be dropping Monday, October 13th. Stay tuned at the end of this episode for a sneak peek of that conversation.
And like we said last week, we've been rolling out our previously recorded Wondery Plus bonus episodes to our main feeds. That's right. If you didn't pay for it, you're in luck. It's about to get to you right now. You might see some of our old film clubs, Heights Hotlines about relationships, and the episode where we called Ed Kelce for parenting advice, which I assure you, you're going to want to hear that and adhere to none of it. So if you're wondering why our haircuts, our outfits look different, it's because those are previously recorded for Wondery Plus subscribers only. Now we are pushing all this content to be available. We're men of the people. We're men of the people. Wondery and us have colluded together to bring you some of the exclusives. I don't really know how all this works. All I know is that it's going to be dropping. It's going to look like I have gray in my beard, even more so than I do now. Don't be thrown off. All right. And maybe the most demanded piece of new news all time.
Most get into demanded piece of new news.
I mean, dude, there are so many people tweeting, asking my opinion, and
let's just give it up for Taylor. Let's just give it up for Taylor quick.
That's the appropriate.
She's done it. She's done it again. She's done it again.
No question.
She's put the world on tilt. It's been so fun to see everybody's reactions, and we've had an absolute blast watching her go through all of her press tour or radios and all these talk shows, and she still has a few more coming out this week that'll air after this recording right here. But
Nice.
she's looked amazing, sounded amazing, and this album is absolutely amazing. And if you haven't heard it yet, please go check out The Life of a Showgirl.
No doubt, no doubt. It was incredible. It was fun listening to an album start to finish and really diving in.
You haven't done it in a while, huh?
I don't know the last time I've anticipated anybody releasing an album and I looked at all the lyrics and
I will say
listened to every song. I'm more old school music. There aren't a lot of current artists that I'm waiting for the album to come out. I'm going to be honest with you. I got
a handful of artists that I really, really look forward to.
Okay.
But I will say I had already heard every song.
You already knew,
but I still.
How many of them did you already have heard all 12 before it came out?
All 12.
And I presume that you were listening to them while Taylor was in the room with you?
Yeah.
Does that feel weird when an artist is in the same room with you and you're listening to the lyrics?
It's a different feel for sure, but I got used to it real quick.
Yeah. Okay. What was the first song you listened to?
I just listened to it wholeheartedly, and because it's her creation. Well, you just want to appreciate it for what it is,
right?
And I think that's the biggest thing, is to make sure that the person that you're in the room with knows that you're being open to what they're creating.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun to hear all of these come together, knowing that a few of them, as she's mentioned, have been about our life together, and it's just been fun to see everybody kind of depict them and all the videos online and people dancing and smiling and having a blast with this. So
no doubt. Would you listen to any of the songs before they were fully put together? You know what I mean? Is there any of them where you're you hear a more stripped down version before the final product is
oh yeah 100%.
Okay. That's got to be cool. That's one of the things when we've done the Christmas album.
Really appreciate the whole
that's kind of what
Max
I was talking
Martin
about.
And
production, all that goes
mastering
into it.
Of the sounds, and hearing the first version versus the final version. I'm listening to these songs still in my car to work and back and forth from home every single day. Man, they fucking crushed it, because it didn't sound as I don't know if profound's the word, but a lot of the sounds didn't come through as much from the first times I heard them. But either way, I mean, 10 out of 10, they all fucking killed it.
No, there's a reason those guys are highly regarded in the industry for sure. All right, well, where do we start with this thing? I don't know how to do an album review. I've never done one. I don't think I'm qualified to do one.
I don't think we should do. I think we should just
that's fair.
Have fun.
Right.
I'll ask you this, Jason. What's the question that everyone wants to know is, what's Jason's favorite songs on the album?
Favorite songs. Well, as I texted you the day it came out, I would say the top two songs that I liked right away were Opalite and Eldest Daughter.
Yeah. And
Opalite, I mean, it's just I'm a sucker for any type of trying to think the right way to describe it, but this you're down in the dumps, everything is kind of not going right, you're uneasy in the world, Onyx skies turn into Opalite, fucking we're back in it, baby, and I'm all about it. The vibe of the chorus is very Christmassy to me, which makes it feel even more joyous. I just love the chorus is just such a catchy freaking groove.
It's just a fun bop, man.
Love that song. Love that song so much. Eldest Daughter, I'm a sucker for a ballad. And I just think the expression in that song and the sentiment behind it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Taylor, obviously being an amazing writer, knocked out of the park with that one. I really love that song. Then my other top three on the first time listening through were probably Fate of Ophelia, Life of a Showgirl, and Actually Romantic. I like Actually Romantic a lot. It's kind of almost
that's become my I wouldn't say new favorite, but that's the one I catch myself going to whenever I look at the list.
I loved it. I really did.
It's got that that alternative rock,
it feels 90s to me a little bit.
Rock. Yeah. I love that shit.
And then to me, when I was listening to it the first time, and I don't know if this was the intention by Taylor.
And she makes talking shit sound so sweet.
I thought that was a lot of fun. Wish List now is probably one. I would put that up there with my top tracks on the album. And Kylie listened to that first, and she was the one who kind of like told me to go back and listen to that one. And I listened to it while reading the lyrics because sometimes I need to do that. But I think the sentiment behind that song is fantastic.
Yeah,
and I think, yeah, it's very well done. It's clever. It talks about like what life really is about and like what relationships are really about. And I think it's just very well done. But I like all the songs. I like Honey. As you know, Kylie hates being called pet names. That song's fantastic to me because it flips like, because pet names can be very condescending, right? By nature, like people can for sure take it that way.
But when it's said by somebody, called the word buddy, like some guys just hate being called
don't call me buddy. I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy pal. But the Honey's fantastic, and I think she hits the nail on the head of like why in a relationship it feels different when somebody calls you honey, when somebody that loves you, and I think that's well done. Wood, great soundtrack. How do you feel about Wood? Let's ask this. How do you feel about Wood?
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Do you feel like not? Do you feel? Trying to think of the word. Do you feel not confident? Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song Wood?
No, like, I mean, any song that she references me.
That's not just any song.
It's very like
this is a very specific you.
I love that girl. So what do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any?
Well, it's not just you though. It's an appendage. It's not just you as a. What? It's a very specific thing.
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis, come on.
No way.
Redwood tree ain't hard to see. I thought redwood was a little bit, that's a generous word, I think. I think if somebody wrote a song about me, it'd be like Japanese maple, sometimes can see.
Japanese maple, that's hilarious.
That song's great though. The freaking the beat to that song is fantastic, and that's right up my alley. So well done. I think it's a great song. What other ones really caught? Canceled was one that initially when I listened to it, I don't like a lot of like ominous sounds typically, and that's kind of got like that kind of tone to it, right? It's like almost like a Reputation. Freaking, we're in like the Serpent era type deal going on.
Yeah. But
I think it's fucking awesome. Like pushing back on the concept of like cancel culture.
Yeah.
The way the internet like hyper fucking like analyzes people that they don't even know and all this other shit. And like how you really find out who your true friends are. Canceled feels to me very similar to a football team in a lot of regards where like when you're winning, everybody's friend. It's the best thing in the world, but you really find out a lot and you find out more about teammates and people when the losing starts, when shit isn't going well. And then people's true intentions and nature really comes out. And I feel like there's a lot of carryover into that song and to what she's talking about specifically. So I really love that song as well. But yeah, I still think my top two are Opalite and Eldest Daughter. I think Opalite might be one of the most, it's up there with my favorite to listen to songs, certainly that I've ever heard recently. So it's a fun one right now in the car. You just can't help but like jam out to it. Very good tune. Very good tune. What do Kylie and the girls like is a question. I said Kylie, big fan of Wish List. She was the one who really turned, like she was like, no, you need to listen to that one again. That one's fucking really awesome. Completely agree. And that's Kylie's mentality too. She's not a materialistic person. She's never been. All she cares about, like whenever I ask her what she wants for Christmas or her birthday or whatever, she gives me fucking nothing. She's like, oh, no, I don't want anything. I just want to spend time with you. It's like, I know you want something, and I don't know what to get you, so just help me out. Help me out.
Just got to start throwing. You got to plan ahead, Jason. You just got to start throwing stuff out there.
I know. So I have done it a couple times.
Oh my gosh!
Like,
look at this foot massager.
I know. I don't listen. I've gotten better. Where I like buy things the moment
just watch. I don't need a fucking foot massager.
Yeah, no, she's not
just
into
lean
that,
into it. That's not her vibes.
There's definitely a lot for Jason to comment on, and I'm here for it. Can't wait for the teasing to begin.
Teasing?
So we kind of already got that out of the way. What would I tease about?
His maple tree?
The Japanese maple, baby. I have more of an ornamental tree cock. My cock is more of an ornamental bush. Look at that beautiful tree.
Look at that tree. Look at that cock.
I got one right outside. And inside.
There we go. That's too funny.
They're highly sought after.
92%ers wanted to know our reactions on New Heights getting a shout out. Yeah, New Heights. The man.
That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Little shout out.
Wood, right? Yep.
Yep.
I would have paid good money to watch Jason listen to the album for the first time, specifically for Wood. I don't know why everybody wants to see me responding to that song so much. That is like
because they know you're in on
I'm a big, you know,
you're
obviously
in,
Nick Foles. Nick Foles. I mean, I'm in on the Wood. I am.
I'm
That's
in
a
on
pun.
the Wood.
As a pun.
Is a banger.
I think inserting wooden innuendos is always childish enough for me that I can get on board with that.
She couldn't work intern into a lyric? Is that a I don't ask for a lot.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it rhymes with a few things, but that's okay. I'm sure.
It's probably close.
It's on the next one. Taylor's on the next one.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there.
Just let her know.
I wonder what would a song with intern Brandon in it consist of? Like what?
I don't know.
Trying to think of. Canceled. I feel like it may be canceled.
This is Taylor's new song. Why the fuck does it take so long to record a podcast?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows who it's about? Could be about anybody.
Yeah, it's a song about wanting to hang out with your fiance, but he's too busy podcasting because this intern Brandon won't fucking keep the thing on track.
Oh, I love Taylor's new song. Can you fucking wrap it up?
But overall, really enjoyed the album. Love the album because I mean, she just does such an incredible job of talking about her life in ways and with lyrics that I think are relatable and people connect with. And I sure as hell did. I mean, even eldest daughter, I know it's about being the oldest sibling of the female gender, but even as like an older sibling as a brother, and like the way she attacks that song, speaking about probably that and multiple other things.
Yeah.
I just think it's very relatable. And I think, I mean, I'm an eldest.
Yeah, you are. You can relate because Wyatt is your oldest.
Well, that too. I'm more thinking of like, you're the oldest sibling. So like you're kind of entering everything for the first time. I really enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, you're not the only one. It was the most streamed album after the first day. Fate of Ophelia was the #1 streamed song and the most streamed single, I believe, that after the first day of all time, maybe.
I mean, it's true. I don't even need to look it up.
Yeah. Well, we weren't the only ones that enjoyed it. Mama Kelce and Uncle Don on Joan, they all went to the official release party of Life of a Showgirl at the AMC Theaters. The theaters dropped, I believe, a little over an hour special on all the songs and Taylor's first music video from the album, which is The Fate of Ophelia. And yeah, absolute banger. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I believe it's out on YouTube now, but over the weekend they had a bunch of release parties at the AMC theaters, and Mom, Uncle Don, and Aunt Joan all went.
That's awesome.
And then stopped by the hotel to tell me happy birthday afterwards.
I was about to say, it was great seeing them down in Jacksonville. Have you talked to Dad about the album?
No.
I haven't talked to him about the album either.
No, I haven't.
Maybe that's who we should get a live listen to
I'm terrified.
have Papa Kelce listen to Wood live and hear what his reaction is. Oh my God, I would love. I'm going to do it regardless, even if we don't put it on camera. I'm just going to do it.
Big Ed.
Taylor Swift will be making her first appearance on Kylie Kelce's Not Gonna Lie podcast. It's an intimate conversation between America's two hottest sisters-in-law in which Taylor and Kylie discuss their new album, life after Travis Kelce proposed to Taylor, and future plans including her wedding to Travis. The podcast episode was interrupted when her nieces, Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett, waved hello. We missed you, Momi, and Finley too. I'm Tavies87. Here we go. Okay, so I promised to keep this casual, and now I'm wearing like 7 layers of confidence and 0 ability to be quiet. Hi, Auntie Tay-Tay. Welcome to Not Gonna Lie. How are you, sister? Taylor grinning. Hi, Kylie. I'm Taylor. I'm not gonna lie. I love that opener. I'm so happy to be here. It's nice to not be the one starting a concert with 50,000 people screaming. This feeling very, very cozy. As soon as Taylor Swift started saying hello, her nieces, including Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett, interrupted the podcast. The adorable nieces looked into Kylie's camera and waved, "Hi, Auntie. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Uncle Trav." They all wanted to see Aunt Taylor and talk to her. Wyatt got closest to the microphone and said loudly, "We miss you, Momi, Finley too." The atmosphere was so chaotic that Kylie had to pause the recording for a moment. Wyatt yelling into the mic, proud as a peacock, "Hi, Taylor. We miss you, Momi. Finley misses you too." Taylor laughing, "I miss you all more, especially those very loud drum solos, Wyatt." Elliot waving both hands, "Hi, Taylor. Did you bring snacks?" Kylie grinning, whispering, "We accept snacks by carrier pigeon or courier, whichever is faster." Bennett bouncing on Kylie's knee, "Auntie, sing the kitty song." Taylor playful, "Only if you promise not to teach it to Uncle Trav as a touchdown dance." Wyatt, very serious, leaning into the mic, "Tell Mommy to come home soon." Taylor softly, "I will, baby. Big hugs tonight, virtually and for real, I promise." Kylie to camera, mock announcer voice, "Breaking news, niece takeover of Not Gonna Lie. We have no objections." Taylor, officially the best kind of takeover. Wyatt insisting, "Uncle Trav, do you have cookies?" Travis off mic, sheepish, "Only if you promise not to tell Taylor I ate 3. Taylor to the girls, eyes melting, "Tell Aunt Kylie your favorite thing about today." Elliot, playing dress-up. Bennett, jumping. Wyatt hugging Aunt Taylor on phone. Kylie, pretending to be stern, but smiling, "All right, tiny jurors, verdict on Aunt Taylor, guilty of stealing our hearts. Any objections?" Wyatt squints, very judicial, "Nope, case closed." Taylor, waving, puckering, "I love you, little troublemakers. Save me a bedtime story and maybe one extra cookie." Wyatt already planning, "We'll save 2. One for Auntie, one for Finley." Kylie whispered aside to Taylor, "You just earned yourself honorary PTO, unlimited tickle time, and story duty." Taylor laughs, "I accept. Terms, sing-along mandatory." Bennett shouting, "Bye, Auntie." Taylor, "Bye, sweetheart. Dream of sparkly things and silly dances." Wyatt, solemn, "And tell Mommy we made art." Kylie, closing, warm, "Thanks for popping in, Tay. The nieces are officially on your fan club roster for life." Taylor, honored, "Tell Uncle Trav to practice his bedtime song. He's got big shoes to fill." Kylie, "Domestic is the vibe. We should have had you bring a guitar and a casserole, but instead we'll do gossip and doing some plans. Your TS12 album, you know I pre-ordered as soon as the link landed. How does it feel to have it out in the world?" It's always a little surreal. Releasing an album is like setting a bunch of tiny paper lanterns on a river and hoping the current is friendly. This one feels extra personal and also lighter. I don't know. There's a lot of humor and a lot of nostalgia. I've already made a very long playlist titled Taylor Mornings, which is a true public service. So, life after the big ring, how different is it? Is everything now sparkly napkins and choreographed grocery runs? Taylor laughs if only. It's less overnight fairy tale, more tiny, permanent sleepover with the most loyal teammate. You know how when you have a crazy schedule and then you finally get a weekend that feels like a real weekend? That's what it's like, but times 1,000. There's this new layer of calm, like even when we're swamped, I just feel we're firmly on the same team. Team Kelsey Swift. That's merch. Speaking of team stuff, does Travis still insist on proofreading your liner notes? Or is he more of a cake offer kind of fiancé? He's more of a can I try one lyric kind of fiancé. He'll listen to a chorus and go, that's a song I'd yell if I scored a touchdown, which is the highest compliment he can give. And sourdough, definitely. He brings snacks to every recording session like a very enthusiastic catering manager. Sounds like a keeper. Okay, wedding talk. You know I love weddings. I follow brides on Instagram like a detective. Are you thinking small and magical? Big and theatrical? Backyard band with a bounce house? Taylor, playful gasp, Kylie Kelce, do not invite inflatable attractions under my floral arch. But honestly, we're leaning towards something intimate and intentionally joyful. Family heavy, music heavy, with maybe an unreasonably long playlist of songs that make my dad cry, which is the unofficial sport of my family. Kylie, Dad Cry playlist. We'll submit suggestions. Jason will contribute like 3 songs that are all about sausage or something, and Mahomes will bring the halftime show. Taylor laughing, I can hear Jason's anthem of the grill now. But seriously, I want the people who raised us and who get the inside jokes to be there. Also, full transparency, I'm very into handwritten vows. I think there's something powerfully human about slow handwriting in a world of autoplay. Yes, is slow handwriting and gluten-free cupcakes for the table. I love it. Now, Marie Kondo level, what part of wedding planning is sparking joy so far, and what part is sparking the kind of irritation where you consider sending an email written entirely in caps? Taylor, the joy, the florals, the songs, picking a playlist that doesn't embarrass anyone over 40. The irritation, the million tiny decisions that somehow feel like they decide the arc of human history. Napkin color, Kylie. Napkin color can bring people to their knees. Napkin color is a sacred hill. I will defend napkin color with my life. Also, have you taught Travis your stage slow dance move yet? There's a certain angle that sells the perfect we are slowly floating moment. He's working on it. He keeps trying to make it a touchdown celebration, which I appreciate for the enthusiasm. There are cameo choreography moments he has in the back pocket, a little shoulder shimmy that he thinks is romantic and I think is adorable. As a mom and someone who's obsessed with good snacks, any new favorite tour food you can sneak to Travis? Like, is he still a giant sandwich man? He's a huge sourdough man, but lately I've gotten him into these artisanal granola bars that he pretends are for the training table, but he's actually eating them in his locker at midnight with the lights off like a teenager. Kylie, the clerk of midnight granola. This is great. Speaking of teamwork, how is it balancing 2 public careers? You handle gigantic arenas, he handles gigantic stadiums, and I handle enormous soccer tantrums. How do you negotiate privacy? Taylor, boundaries are sacred. We have zones, public zone, family zone, and absolutely unrecordable living room doing the dinosaur dance zone. We're good at stewarding what we let out and what we keep for ourselves. Also, humor helps. If you can laugh at the absurdity, it becomes less heavy. Kylie, laughter and dinosaur dances, mixed feelings are healed. Now, big question, honeymoon stage or honeymoon planning? Are you plotting a secret island escape where everything is served in a coconut? I want the island with a coconut, but also the option of home. Maybe short and sweet abroad, then a slow home stretch. Honestly, I'm curious about the little domestic rituals as much as the grand gestures. Learning a recipe together and failing dramatically counts as a romantic adventure to me. Kylie, recipe failure is the foundation of marriage lore. Mock serious, and if you need a crash course in how to get a toddler to nap while dad practices touchdown dances, Kylie's your woman. Taylor, you're the oracle of bedtime rituals. I love the idea of having a 3-song buffer before we cut the cake. People can finish the last bite without missing a beat. Kylie, final thought, what advice would you give a newly engaged couple trying to keep the spark when life becomes a rolling series of obligations? Taylor, keep curiosity. Ask one another small, weird questions every week, like, what's a smell you had as a kid that makes you nostalgic? It's amazing what you learn when you schedule discovery. Also, prioritize ridiculous dates. At least once a month we do something that's ostensibly silly. It keeps us from forgetting we're allowed to be silly. Curiosity, scheduled silliness, and napkin color democracy. That's the headline. Taylor, thank you for being so open and for bringing calming band-aids to marriage planning. I'm so happy for you. Taylor, thank you, Kylie. I adore you. And for the record, if napkins are debated, I will bring samples. Kylie, we'll have a napkin summit with food and granola, and maybe a slow dance rehearsal featuring Travis's touchdown shimmy. Earlier, Jason Kelce has a few favorite songs from Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, but which track stood out to his wife, Kylie Kelce? During the Wednesday, October 8th episode of their New Heights podcast, Jason, 37, and his brother, Travis Kelce, showered Swift's new record with praise and gave a track-by-track review. She's done it again, Travis, 36, gushed over his Fiancée, adding that it's been fun to see fans react to the album, which dropped Friday, October 3rd. Jason, for his part, pointed out that this was the first time in a while he's listened to an album from start to finish. He named Opalite as one of his favorite songs, teasing that it reminded him of A Christmas Carol. Jason also showed his love for eldest daughter before revealing Kylie's pick. Wish list. Kylie listened to that first. She's the one who kind of told me to go back and listen to that one, Jason said. I listened to it while reading the lyrics because sometimes I need to do that. But I think the sentiment behind that song is fantastic. Jason gave Swift, 35, a shout out for her clever songwriting and the way she depicted real relationships in the lyrics. I just want you, have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you, Swift sings in the chorus. We tell the world to leave us THF*** alone, and they do got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball hoop. Jason explained on the podcast that Kylie, with whom he shares 4 daughters, could relate to the lyrics. She's not a materialistic person, she's never been, he said. Swift announced her 12th album while making her New Heights debut in August. At the time, Travis referred to all 12 songs on the record as bangers. I'm so proud of it. It just comes from the most infectiously joyful, wild, dramatic place I was in my life, Swift explained of the inspiration behind the album. And so that effervescence has come through on this record. During a subsequent episode of New Heights, Travis revealed that Opalite was his favorite song. He gushed over his soon-to-be wife's creative effort on Wednesday, shying away from taking any of the credit. I'm just the lucky man that gets to be the support system for Taylor while she drops one of the coolest albums that I've ever listened to, he told Jason on the podcast. I'm excited for her, I'm happy for her. Everything seems to have gone perfectly, all this planning, and you see it from start to finish. I'm just happy as hell for her because she's happy with it, she's proud of this. While he may not want the attention, there's no denying Travis left an impact on the album, especially on the song Wood, which references his redwood tree. It's a great song, he teased on Wednesday, playing coy when Jason brought up which part of his body inspired the lyrics. I think you're not understanding the song. No way. Travis Kelce is staying humble even though several of Taylor Swift's new songs are about him. You're a main creative muse to this whole thing happening, Travis, Jason Kelce told his brother during the Wednesday, October 8th episode of their New Heights podcast. Travis, 36, got a little uncomfortable with the praise before turning the attention back on his fiancée and her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. I'm just the lucky man that gets to be, the support system for Taylor while she drops one of the coolest albums that I've ever listened to that the world's seen, the Kansas City Chiefs player said. I'm excited for her. I'm happy for her. Everything seems to have gone perfectly, all this planning. He added, you see it from start to finish. She started this thing in the middle of her tour in Europe. To see it all unfold and come together and her connect the dots, from the strategic planning to how the album was all going to look, then listen to the music and everything comes together. Travis remembered what happened after Swift, 35, decided that the record was done. From that point on, it's like her and her label are just working their ass off to make this one of the biggest releases of all time, he added. I'm just happy as hell for it because she's happy with it. She's proud of this, and obviously I'm proud of her for going through the hoops to live out her dreams. Swift dropped The Life of a Showgirl on Friday, October 3rd. As usual, fans went to work decoding the lyrics of all 12 songs and discovered multiple songs inspired by Travis. One track in particular, titled Wood, had listeners clutching their pearls, to quote another Swift song. Wood appears to be about, as Jason joked on Wednesday, Travis' magic wand. Forgive me, it sounds cocky, or he almatized me and opened my eyes, Swift sings in the chorus. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see, or his love was the key that opened my thighs. The pop star previously discussed the meaning behind the song during her Monday, October 6th appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. I brought this into the studio and I was like, I want to do sort of like a throwback kind of timeless sounding song, Swift explained. And I had this idea about, I ain't gotta knock on wood, and I would knock on wood and it would be all these superstitions. And it really started out in a very innocent place. She added, I don't know what happened, man. I got in there, we started vibing, and I don't know how we got here. But I love the song so much. Swift has discussed this track during nearly every stop on her The Life of a Showgirl press tour, but only one interview unpacked the reaction from her mom, Andrea. I think that she thinks that song is about superstitions, Swift quipped during SiriusXM's The Morning Mash-up on Monday. Which it absolutely is.